Hello everyone, it's Maria here from Pepperly Rose Paper Crafting. I am an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Sydney, Australia. Thank you all so much for joining me. Today I'm going to feature some new product that's coming up in our new mini catalogue, which will go live on the 4th of January of 2021. So it's not far off, about 2 weeks' time. So I just thought it would be fun to do a sneak peek of this catalogue. So today I'm going to be featuring the gorgeous and very cute Snailed Bundle. This includes a stamp set. It is a cling mount stamp along with their matching dies. Really cute. I may or may not feature the painted texture 3D embossing folder. I haven't really decided yet, so that's something that I will think about as we go along. I'm using the Stitched So Sweetly dies. I'm going to be using the largest scalloped rectangle. I love, this is will be the first time I'll be using that, so I really love this, and I only recently got it too. And I'm using the Kangaroo and Company stamp set. This is a photopolymer. I'm just going to fix the cover because it's kind of gone a little askew. I had a little open before to see how it looks on the inside. And that's your photopolymer stamp. I'm actually going to be using the Thanks a Bunch sentiment from this stamp set. Super duper cute. So we'll get started on the project. First off, I'm going to be using some Whisper White cardstock. This is half an A4 scored in half again. If you haven't already heard, Whisper White is now retiring due to the fact that the factory where we manufacture these has closed due to COVID. So they've gone out of business. I'm not sure if they're going to go back, but in the meantime we will be having another manufacturer making some white cardstock for us, and it's going to be called Basic White, and it will be coming in the same configurations as we have currently with our Whisper White. So do not fear, there will be a replacement. I'm also going to use a scrap piece of cardstock Whisper White, and I'll be using another piece as well so we can do our colouring. And I'll just grab that very quickly. Just a scrap piece here. Just a smaller one. Yep, so I'll be using another piece there to do our colouring and stamping. So we'll get started on the project. So first off, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some ink blending. I'm going to be using a sheet of just copy paper, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of like make a hillside with this, but I'm going to use it as a mask, so it's not going to be precise in any way. I want it to be kind of organic and, you know, natural looking. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to use this as a mask, and I'm going to ink blend all along the bottom here. So I'm going to grab my craft sheet. I like using it like a slick surface when I do my ink blending. I'm going to use makeup brush, but you can use whatever you wish. I'm just going to make sure that my brush is clean before I start anything on it. And I think it is. So I'm going to start off with using Granny Apple Green. Okay, now if you're hearing some kind of like a background noise, like a sort of a sound, I don't know how else to describe it, that is my fan. So I've got a fan going on at the moment. It's a little bit humid in the room where I'm in at the moment. So we'll just ink blend with the Granny Apple Green. And I just want it slight. I don't want it overly heavy or dark or anything like that. So I'm going to be using this as a hillside. So I'm going to kind of do a scene with this cute little stamp set. I love it. And as you can see here, we've got ourselves a nice hillside. I'm going to leave it like that because I think it looks great, and it looks like I've gone to the trouble of watercolouring when I really haven't. So it looks nice. So I'm just going to clean this off. And clean this off, and then we'll get on to the next colour. So that's a fun way of using scrap paper. Use them as masks. So now what I'm going to do is double check and make sure that there's no ink on the actual brush. There's a little bit more there, and that's come off. All right. Now with the other side, this is now the bottom mask. So I'm going to put that where the bottom mask is, and I'm going to grab some balmy blue ink, ink that up, and I'm going to make sure I put my mask where the ink is, there, and I'm going to start ink blending the balmy blue. Now, it doesn't have to be perfect because I want there to look like there's clouds as well without me actually putting any. So it's going to be nice and light. And there is now my, like a scene with some sky in the background. So that's a cheat's way of doing a background. And I'll just add a little bit more ink. Just blend that in a little, because there's a little bit of a gap. Just add a little bit more balmy blue down there. Ever so slightly. Just blend out the you know, gaps of white, because I moved my mask. Okay, that looks fine now. Clean this off. And I'll let that dry off, and I will clean this up as well very quickly. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to bring in our stamparatus. I just find it's easier for me to stamp the images, no mucking around. I don't wreck anything, and it looks great. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp all of my images. So what I've done with this snail image here is I have cut off the You've Got Mail, and I just want the snail. So I've performed a little surgery. So I've just got some scissors and I cut it very carefully so I don't cut off any of the image. So that's what I've done here. So I've got this image. And we're having this speech bubble as well. I'm going to use this as my thank you card for a customer that's just ordered with me. And I thought it'd be cute to use the Snailed Bundle because it's so, so cute. I love it. And I'll put that one here as well. I'm just going to give myself enough room between the images as well, because I will be cutting them out with the dies. So I'll be using some basic grey ink. How cute are the snails? Seriously, I love them. They're so cute. I've gone for a very different style this time with my pre-order. I've gone cute and whimsical. I go through stages. I still like my florals, but I also like cute and whimsical too. They all have a place. How cute. I'm going to stamp that again. I want it a little darker. I think I need to re-ink my ink pads, and I need to buy some re-inkers for the new style. Okay, let's see if that's worked out. Yep, a little bit more, one more. Yeah, they are a bit dry, but I do love the grey. I love grey to ink blend with. I think that should do me fine. And we're going to colour these images in as well with my watercolour pencils. You can use blends, whatever you want. So that's pretty much done. Very cute. going to take off these stamps, and then I'm going to stamp the Sentiment Thanks a Bunch that I showed you from the Kangaroo and Company stamp set, and that fits in there quite nicely. So pop these on the top here to dry off. And then from the Kangaroo and Company, the Thanks a Bunch sentiment. And I'll need to bring my phone. Sorry, a bit late with that. Alright, and I'll just grab the Thanks a Bunch. And I'll see how we'll position this. I think I'll do it like that. Yeah. Right in there. So it's cool when you can interchange your stamps. Looks super cool. More possibilities. Oh, you have got to be kidding me. Did you see that? I just dropped. But you know what? I'm just going to go with it. Whatever it is, it is. This is going to get cut out anyway. Oh, I can't believe I just did that. Ink down first. How terrible. Oh no. You know, it kind of looks like there's a detail in it, so I'll just go with it. My goodness. Luckily it didn't really affect the image that much, so it's not bad, but it did affect the speech bubble. Oh well. I can always stamp the speech bubble again. Why don't I do that? And I'm not too fussed about that. So I'll get rid of this for a second. And I'll do the speech bubble again. It's not a big deal. Take off the foam. Don't need that. Alright. Now, let's start that again, hey? Stamp that about 3 times like I did before, so I'll make sure it's nice and even. And I'll actually put this little pad in there because it's to stamp here on the side you need a little bit of a lift. And I have done a video about 3 years ago about this. There we go. So I'll use that. And then I'll bring back and I'll do that again. I'll stamp the Thanks a Bunch in there again. Just go stay because it sticks to my fingers. Just alright, I think I just want it to edge just ever so slightly to the side. And it just keeps sticking to my fingers. Go. Oh, you've got to be kidding. That's the way to do it. Grab your bone folder. Alright. I'll ink that up about 3 times. There we go. Finally, I did it. See, things happen all the time with me. It's never really overly smooth sailing, but there you go. Alright, so we're done with the stamping for now. Put that away. And now we're going to bring back our gorgeous images there. And we're going to colour them in. I'm going to be using my watercolour pencils. You feel free to use whatever makes you most comfortable. And I like to ink blend with my colourless blender, Copic 0 colourless blender. You can use the Stampin' Up one as well with your images. It's completely up to you. So for this, Just trying to think what to do. I'll make the mushroom, I think, a red. So what I'll do is I'll just use Stampin' Up equivalent colours. You can watch me colour with a little bit of music and I'll make this go a little faster. So I'll just come down a little so you can see it closer. And we'll get started. Just finished now colouring my image, so I'm going to bring that up now, and I'm going to put all of my pencils away. And what we're going to do with these now is we're going to cut them with our die cutting machine. So I'll put that over here and I'll grab the dies and we will start cutting all of the images out. So I'll start off with the speech bubble because that's the easiest. I've got this one here, speech bubble, and the snail. Okay. So I'll just make sure that the dies go directly over the image. And I'll just make sure that it's all done nicely. And yep. Grab some painter's tape, I'm going to secure that down and do the same for this one. And I'm going to cut out the speech bubble. So cute. I love mixing and matching my stamp sets. I think you get so much more out of it. And I like that the sentiments actually from the Kangaroo and Company goes with that speech bubble too. So that's something to consider. Really, really cute. All right, so I'll just grab my machine. Do it this way today. Oops. Okay, so they've been cut out, and then I'm going to use the Stitched So Sweetly dies, and we're going to cut with the largest scalloped rectangle. So this one over here. And I'll position that in an area that I think it'll look good. So for me, that will look good here, like that. Pop that through. Okay, so now we are done with our die cutting. Oh, isn't that gorgeous? How cute is that? All right, so I'll pop all this away. Put these dies back because I don't want to misplace them. Okay, so that's all done. All right, so I'll just take off just carefully peel that off. Oh, that's cute. How cute is that? And speech bubble. That's coming off. Oop. And that's come off now. Oh, this turned out so cute. Oh, wow. All right. I'm going to put this baby together. And we are done. Like, nice and simple. Love it. Okay, so I put the dies away because knowing me, I'll probably use them. I don't think it's necessary for me to emboss that because it's just, you know, kind of small. So what I'll do is I'll just bring my card base and have that ready. Here. So with this now, and let's see, maybe I'll attach that here and I'll put that there. No, I don't like the way that looks there, so I'll put it over here. I'll attach my snail down there. I'll have my thanks a bunch speech bubble over there. I think that looks cute, so I will put all this down. I'll just attach it with some glue. Like so, and then attach the thanks a bunch up there too. and the snail just here. Gorgeous. Okay. Touch this again because I pulled it off. Okay. Alrighty, so what I'm going to do now is put that to the front and keep it really, really simple. And I'm going to add some dimensionals on the back. I'll open up a new packet. I'll keep the edges for other things because they always come in handy. So I'll just open up the packet and I'll attach that at the back. Alrighty. So now that's, oh no, that hasn't come off yet. Alright, so now this is all the backings are off, and I'm just going to attach that to the middle of the card. Now feel free to add whatever embellishments, colour it the way you wish, no right or wrong. I think it looks really cute like this. So, so cute. And that is my finished card for today. I'm going to leave the inside blank. But, you know, feel free to add whatever you wish. I'm keeping mine very, very simple. And there's a little bit of dimensions that makes it look extra special. And I love the Stitch So Sweetly dies. Add a really nice touch with the stitching and the scallops. I think it's cute. So I hope you liked today's tutorial. If you'd like to purchase any of these products, the Kangaroo and Company Snailed It with the matching dies and the snail dies, and the Stitch So Sweetly dies are actually in the annual catalogue, but everything else is in the new mini catalogue coming up in January. If you'd like to get your hands on this earlier, you can always join my team at pepperlyrosepapercrafting.stampinup.net, and you can pre-order these. These are available for you to order as part of your starter kit. That's completely up to you. And if you do join Stampin' Up, you're not actually obliged to sell. You can just make up your quota basically with your own purchases, and then you get your 20% discount. So it's completely up to you how you want to do it. But I think that the Snailed It bundle is adorable. I love the snails and I love the mushrooms, and it does come with extra mushroom dies as well, but I'm keeping mine with the stamped images. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to leave me a comment, or you can contact me through my online store at pepperlyrosepapercrafting.stampinup.net, and I will be happy to answer your questions within 24 hours. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again next time. Bye for now.